Lord, today I pause to acknowledge something I often forget. You reign, not just over the heavens, but over my life, my thoughts, my chaos, and my fears. So many times I've tried to be the ruler of my own world, holding everything together, controlling what I can't predict, carrying burdens never meant for me. And in the end, I end up tired, anxious, and afraid. But Psalm 47 calls me to something deeper, to surrender in worship and trust in your authority. I lift my hands not because I have strength, but because I know you're stronger. I praise you not because everything is perfect, but because you sit on the throne. No darkness, no failure, no circumstance can dethrone you. You are exalted above the earth, above my confusion, above everything that overwhelms me. And today, instead of clinging to fear, I choose to cling to you. I surrender, not in weakness but in love. Lord, teach me how to surrender without fear. I want my heart to praise you even when I don't understand what you're doing, because even when my mind is unsure, my spirit remembers, you are good and you are king. Psalm 47 says, you choose our inheritance. That means you've chosen me on purpose, not by accident, not out of pity, but out of love. Sometimes I feel small, uncertain, or even forgotten. But you, the King of all the earth, have seen me, loved me, and called me by name. How can I not lay everything at your feet? How can I not trust the one who holds the whole world in his hands? Today, I surrender my plans, my timing, and my need for control. Be king over my thoughts, be king over my emotions, be king over the things I can't see or fix. I don't need to figure it all out. I just need to remember that you already reign. Father, while the world keeps running in circles looking for answers, I want to learn to rest in your rule. You are not anxious about what's happening on earth. You are not reacting in fear. You are not losing control. You reign with peace, wisdom, and eternal power. And even though my soul trembles, even when emotions feel stronger than truth, I breathe deep and declare, my King is alive. I let go of my grip. I surrender my future. I lay down my understanding. You see what I can't. You know what I don't. You've walked ahead of me in every battle. Psalm 47 says, you are exalted with shouts of joy and the sound of trumpets. And today, I join that sound. I raise my voice in praise, not because everything is solved, but because I know you've already overcome. Let my worship be louder than my worry. Let my surrender be deeper than my fear, because when you reign, nothing is wasted. Jesus, don't let these be just beautiful words. Let them become the posture of my soul. Just as nations bow before you, I bow too. Not because I've been defeated, but because I finally understand that freedom is found in surrender. I'm not here to impress you or fix myself before coming close. I come as I am, broken, tired, real. Because you're not just any king. You're a king who kneels to lift me up. Psalm 47 says, you are seated on your holy throne, and I don't want to fight that anymore. I don't want to resist your way. I want to release everything into your hands. My relationships, my finances, my insecurities, my dreams. Rule over my mind, rule over my schedule, rule over the hidden places I've tried to keep for myself. Be king not just in heaven, but here, in me. Let the ground of my heart become holy because you sit on its throne. Holy Spirit, remind me that surrender is not weakness. It's the beginning of peace. I've tried to carry too much. I've tried to fix what only you can heal. I've tried to outrun fear, but it always catches up. Until I stop and lift my eyes. Psalm 47 paints a picture of nations clapping, voices shouting, hearts worshiping, not out of perfection, but out of revelation. You are God, you are King, you are here. And when I truly believe that, something shifts inside of me. The storm might still rage, but I'm no longer alone. The questions might not have answers, but I'm no longer afraid. I choose surrender as an act of love. I choose praise as a weapon of trust. I choose to let you take the throne I keep trying to sit on. Because you reign with wisdom I don't have and love I can't measure. Rule over me, Lord, fully, freely, forever. God, in your presence, I finally exhale. I've held on so tightly to control, trying to make life make sense. But Psalm 47 reminds me, you already hold the outcome. The world may look chaotic, but you are not shaken. You still sit on your throne, above every fear, every lie, every storm. And if you're still on the throne, then I don't have to be. I can rest, I can breathe, I can trust. Lord, let my worship rise above my worries. Let my praise become my posture. When I feel the pressure to fix, perform, or prove, remind me I already belong to the King. I am chosen, I am known, I am safe. Let this be more than a moment. Let it be a shift in my soul. Reign in me, not just in words, but in my habits, my responses, and my decisions. Because you're not a distant ruler, you are a present Father who leads with love. Lord, I want to live like someone who truly believes you reign. Not in theory, but in my everyday life. Let that truth shape how I walk, how I speak, how I face uncertainty. The world says to fight for control, but you call me to release and trust. The world says to fear what I can't predict, but you whisper, I already went ahead of you. In Psalm 47, all the people gather to honor you, because when you are lifted up, peace descends. So I lift you higher than my fears. I lift you higher than the disappointment, the confusion, and the what-ifs. You are not just my king when things go well, you are my king especially when things don't. Rule over my reactions, rule over my doubts, rule over every area I've tried to manage without you. Because every time I've let you lead, I've found peace that doesn't make sense, but always carries me through. Lord, as this prayer comes to a close, I don't want the surrender to stop. Let it echo in my choices tomorrow, in my thoughts next week, in how I speak to others and treat myself. You reign, not just in heaven, but right here in me. I no longer want to carry what you've already conquered. I no longer want to worry about things you've already ruled over. The throne of my heart belongs to you now, and even if storms come, even if I face valleys, I will lift my voice and declare, God reigns over my chaos. Psalm 47 tells me you are exalted, that all the nations bow, and today I join them. Not just in words, but in my will. I surrender my need to know, to fix, to lead. You are King. That's all I need. That's where I rest. If this prayer spoke to your heart, comment one word that expresses your surrender. Subscribe to Prayer 360 for more daily encouragement. Share this video with someone who needs to know that God is still on the throne. Psalm 47 reminds us, even when life feels out of control, God never stepped down. He reigns, and you are safe under his rule.